How's this? Okay. Okay, so this is a story about my first Brazilian wax. So it happened a little over a year ago, and it's something I completely fell into. It's not like I woke up one morning thinking, come out, wherever you are. See, my husband and I have this thing we like to do. Where on Saturdays, we'd walk to our favorite burger restaurant. This is when we were in Brooklyn, and when it was nice out, we'd walk down Atlantic Avenue and bring the paper, and it's really nice. It was a place called 282 Burger, and it would be dark in there, and it's just very charming and a really nice bar, and that's how we'd spend our Saturday afternoons. And my favorite thing I'd like to do would be 20 minutes into it. I'd hop out and run down Smith Street to Rose Beauty Studio to get my eyebrows threaded because I'm Armenian and it's mandatory. So on this one day, it's February and it's beautiful out, even though it's freezing. And I walk to Rose Beauty Studio, and this place, it's every single wall is hot pink, and one of the walls has a framed black and white photo of Marilyn Monroe with a rose behind her ear. And the first time I walked by that place, I thought, this is the place for me. So I walked in, and I meet with this woman who I've never met before, and she was either new or our Saturdays never matched up. But she did my eyebrows, she walked me to one of the chairs, and as I follow her back to the reception desk, and after she offers me the come back 5 times, get the next time free, which I already have, she asks me if I'd like to have a bikini wax. And my first reaction was to smack her across the face and say, how dare you? How dare you ask me a question based on the hair on my face? But then I took a minute and I thought about it, and I realized she was just offering and doing what friends and family in advertising would call engaging in product promotion. So and she said if I liked it, I can come back and get a Brazilian. And I thought, well, I'm here already, and I've never had any kind of that kind of wax before, so I thought this would be a chance to ask some questions and just be sure. So what is a Brazilian? Do you leave like a little strip or like a lightning bolt or something? What do you? And she says, no, everything comes off. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, really? And she goes, yes, it's nice, it's clean. And I'm thinking, okay, nice and clean. And I'm thinking, come on, Anoush, you never do anything new. So in not so many words, I look at her and I go, so what are you doing right now? So before I know it, I'm following her to the back room, and she takes me to the back room, and she tells me to remove everything from the waist down to get on the table, and that she said she'll be right back. So I'm thinking, so far it's not entirely unlike a pap smear. So I get everything down, and I'm lying on the table, and I hang my coat up on the coat hangers. There are 2 coat hangers, and everything's still hot pink. And each hanger is a set of hind legs, animal hind legs with a tail poking up. And I thought, oh, this is great. So I hang my coat on one of them, and I try to make a mental note to check on the other side of the wall to see what kind of animal it was, because you could be, pig, red, pink dog, I don't know. So I get on the table, and I kind of don't really know what to do. I'm just lying there. The only thing I can compare it to is Lucy and Ethel with the chocolates in their mouths, waiting for their boss to come back at the chocolate factory. Whoa. And I'm thinking, should I text Justin? Should I let him know that I'm going to be a bit? But then I hear her coming back, and he's got the paper, we'll be fine. So then she comes in, and she has hot wax in a plastic glove, and she just goes into it. It's like dun 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 dun, legs up, dun 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 dun, and I don't want her to be done. I just want her to stop. I don't care. I feel I don't care anymore. But I'm thinking, Anoush, just get to the end. Just persevere. Just like do it for your ancestors. I don't know. And she's finally done. And I'm kind of just sitting there on the table, and it's like I'm all pink. And there's like 2 droplets of blood, and so I get my clothes back on, and what I noticed, the first thing I noticed, there's so much wind. There's so much wind, and I go back to the reception desk, and I pay and everything, and I leave, and I go back to 212 Burger and continue drinking the drink that I left in the bar. And Justin's like, hey, hey. And I said, hey. I said, I just had a wax. And he said, what? I said, I just had a Brazilian wax. And he said, oh, okay. And I said, I've never done this before. And he said, oh, okay. And I'm thinking, yeah, you do something new for the experience, And so like a bunch of a couple of second graders, we just giggled for like 5 minutes straight. And he said, I had a friend who would get a wax every now and then, who would call this cleaning out the dungeon. So we just kept on laughing, and we, eventually I'm in the shower, and I'm just kind of like washing the whole day off, and I'm looking down at myself, and I'm still like all pink and everything, and everything's new. I'm learning, it's like kindergarten all over again. And I get my robe on, and I come outside, and I say, so do you want to see? And he's like, yes. He said, I'm the person that's supposed to see. Who else are you going to show it to? And so kind of in a very unsexy way, I just let my robe, and my husband gets all like close. And he's looking, and my husband has an interesting face. I call it inspector face. Like you don't know if it's if it's a good reaction or a bad reaction. It's just kind of like all the time. And so for like 30 whole seconds later, he says, okay. I just want you to know, you do what's good for you. You don't have to do any of this for me. So I go back 2 weeks later, I was advised to go back 2 weeks later, and you know how I am about maintenance. And but I went to check to see what kind of animals were on the other side, and there was nothing there. It was just bottom half of animal, and I was really disappointed. And I thought, this is all for show. I don't know. So it's been, it's been a year since I've gone. I'm not in Brooklyn anymore, and there's not another pink walled beauty parlor. But I feel like for now, I'm not pro or against waxes. But I think for right now, where I'm at, I kind of need there to be an animal on the other side. And if I'm gonna try something new for the experience, it's gonna be at a burger restaurant. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Anoush Froundjian.